Hi, my name's Catherina Bertaina. I am the president and founder of Colonial Home Care Services Incorporated. I started the business in May of 1992, and we've been pumping along ever since then. I worked for another home care agency for about a year and a half. And after working there, I was just, well, pretty much sickened by the fact that the two owners of the home care agency, who were never there, were taking advantage of the elderly. They were not above board. They did not have a good quality of service. And so I decided that I would plan while I was working how to open my own. And I had to borrow money from my dad at the time to start the company. And then I was able to quit on a Friday and open the doors to Colonial in a tiny little office on Monday. And that's pretty much where things started. I've always respected the elderly in my family. They're wise. They deserve to be respected and cared for. And since I had personal experiences myself with difficult situations with family, I knew I had to start a company that would help them. They just deserve to be able to stay at home as long as possible and to be in their own home, to be comfortable, and to be surrounded by their family. We provide a service for seniors or anyone who is ill or infirmed, and we can be the extended family that will take care of them, because a lot of times the family members are scattered in different states. They can't be there because they themselves have a family and small children. So we are kind of their fill-in to make sure that mom or dad are well taken care of. An example of this would be when I had first gotten into the business, actually was probably about a year and a half or two in, and one of my clients called, and she did not have electricity in her mobile home. It had gone out, and this was Christmas Eve. So she caught my daughter and me at home making our own Christmas dinner. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, we've just got to, make sure she's got a great Christmas. So my 14-year-old daughter and I went over to her trailer. We brought candles, we brought blankets, we brought flashlights, and we ate Christmas dinner with her. It was just the right thing to do. And my daughter really enjoyed it because she got to talk to one of the clients. And it was a wonderful evening. We were there for her that Christmas. But to be honest, some families are resistant to having outside help. My mom is a perfect example. She was bedridden for about the last 10 years of her life, and her sole caregiver was my dad. And being in the business, trust me, I tried so hard to have them get some home care themselves and offer to pay for it. But my mom just didn't want it. I don't know why. And so, I begged my dad, and he's like, I've got to do what mom wants. And if mom only wants me, then that's the way it's going to be. And towards the end, before she was put on hospice and put in a skilled nursing facility, she fell, I think, 3 times and actually cracked the toilet once. It was such a hard fall. And, the paramedics came out, and it was a typical scene where the caregiver is just not there. And my dad, himself getting older, couldn't get her up. So in that situation, I understand that there is a lot of resistance sometimes. And we never know why. We have to respect it until it gets to the point where they finally say, okay, it's time, I'm ready. And it really does help them keep their independence, because then the family members are on a social level with each other and not on a personal care helping with bedpans. And for a lot of people, it turns into a much better situation. This is why I love this business. I love family. And I come from an Italian family on one side and a Hispanic family on the other side. And let me tell you, family is revered. And that's why, as I said, I love this business, because I can actually be there to assist these people. My team, my caregivers, they're wonderful people, and they do this not for the money, but for loving the people they get to help. It's an honor for us to help you in whatever your situation might be. We at Colonial really, really love doing what we do. Our mission is to be there to keep as many people who want to be home in their homes as they age with dignity and respect. To learn more about Colonial, please go to our website at colonialhomecareservices.com.